Welcome, everyone. Broke people stay broke. That's the topic of today. Broke people stay broke. There's a reason they say the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. It's because it's true. Broke people normally progressively go broker. It is rare that you escape and you get rich. Hopefully we can help you with that, but it is very rare. It is the exception. To be rich is the exception, okay? To be broke is normal. That's the average. Being broke is the average person's experience. Being rich is rare. And if you want to be rich, then come with me and we're going to make you rich together. Okay. The first reason most of you fuckers are broke, first reason that most people are broke is because they're either too lazy or they're too arrogant. The arrogance is my favorite one because you can watch that happen in motion. Now that I have money, people come to me to know about money. They want to know what they should do. They want to know where they should be putting their money, how they should be spending their time to make a business, to get out of the hole. They want to know. They want to know how to make money. And then I tell them how to make money, and they don't listen. Do you imagine that? Do you imagine being broke and not listening to someone who has money when they tell you how to make money? It's incredible. It's incredible. It's the biggest mind boggle you've ever seen. It's the craziest thing to witness. They're broke. They have no money. They're asking you how to make money. Or better yet, you show them step by step how to make money and how to get rich and how to do it quick within the year. You could be a millionaire within the year. And they don't listen. They're still prying on to their old ways. They don't want to move. They don't want to get out of the hole they're in. And it's not like they have to change their life much. You don't have to change your life much at all. I explain to people that come to me, they say, what should I do here? And I tell them and they go, that's not really my style. Your style is being broke. Your style is being broke, and that's why you are where you are. It's as simple as that. Your style is being broke, and that's why you're broke, and that's why you're going to continue to get more broke. And let me get it straight here. Being broke isn't necessarily all about your money. Being broke is not all about your money. Being broke also, the main thing that makes you broke is your mindset. Broke people don't understand money. They don't understand anything else than going out and trading your time for your money. That's all people understand. That's all broke people understand. That's why you're broke. Because you only have a finite amount of time in the world. In the day, in the year, you only have a finite amount of time. Which means you can only trade that amount of time for a certain amount of money. So unless you develop some extraordinary skills, there is a cap, there is a limit to how much you can make in 1 year, in a month, in a day. There is a cap. There's always a cap if you trade your time for your money. And the next one is, once you tell them how to make money, they say, okay, that sounds good. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get this all going. Then you come back to them 2 days later and you say, okay, what have you accomplished yet? And they say nothing. They've accomplished nothing with their time. Nothing. They weren't doing anything else more valuable with it. Obviously, they don't have any money. They don't have anything to show for it. Nothing. So you gave them a plan. I will give you a plan. I will give you a plan on how to make money today. I'll give you a plan on how to make money this week, this month. More money than you've ever made. And you'll say, I don't think this is going to work. That'll be my style. And even if you say you're going to do it, and you say it's going to work, and you say you're going to get rich, 90% of the time, you won't even take the first step. You won't even take the first step to get rich. And you expect to be rich by the time you're what, 25, 30? I'm 22. I'm 22 and I have a $100,000 watch on my wrist. I drive a Porsche every day. It's my daily. And you won't listen to me on how to make money? And even if you do listen to me, you'll listen to me and it'll go out your ear the next day and you won't take the first step? I've given people business plans before. And they've done nothing with it. Just because I was curious. I had an itching that they weren't going to do anything with it, so I just gave them a business plan. They did nothing with it. They didn't even try. They didn't even fail. They just didn't try at all. So those are the main two. The next one is, you all are time wasters. You waste so much time. Whether it's partying, drinking, drugs, whatever you feel like doing. Now, I'm not saying don't enjoy your life. By all means, go enjoy your life. But just don't be a low IQ retard. It's that simple. You can waste some time, but just choose not to waste all of it. You only have a certain amount of it. So don't waste all of it. It's that simple. That's how you get rich. You take your time, you learn how to make money with your time, then you learn how to shell that out to other people so that way they make you money with their time. That's all a business is. That's all money is. Money is a stored time and energy of other people. That's all it is. If I can pay you $15 to do a job for me, then A, I own you, you're my slave, and B, that is your time and energy. Your time and energy, your hour of time is worth $15. And I'm probably making $50 in that hour from you, from me doing zero work. I'm making 50 to 100 and you're making 15. Because you don't know any better. You don't know any better, so you just keep doing it and keep doing it, and then guess what? The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. That's how it is. And I came from it. I knew nothing before I started. I knew nothing. I was bound to work in a factory. I was bound to work in a factory, a gas station, or a food store. That's where my life was supposed to end up. Best case, I was going to end up a farmhand. That was the best case for me. That was what I was going to be. I was going to be a factory worker. I did work in the factory for a while. I worked in the factory for a whole year. It's amazing what just quitting one day will do. I was a multi-millionaire within 1 year of quitting that factory. Because I knew there was some code, there was some master plan in life that could get you and make you ascend to higher heights. I knew it. And I found it. Obviously. It worked. And it's because I wasn't arrogant and I wasn't lazy. And I didn't waste time. I wasted some time at the beginning. And guess what? That hurt me. The next one here is you sleep too much. This one sounds crazy, but you sleep too much. I have millions of dollars, okay? I am rich and I struggle to sleep. Every night I struggle to sleep. If I get 8 hours of sleep, that is a godsend. If I get 6 hours of sleep, that's a godsend to me. If you don't stare at the ceiling awake at night, thinking of ways you can better your life, better yourself, get more money, get more intelligence, get more influence over the people in your life, over your businesses, over your area, over your domain. If you don't stare at the ceiling at night, thinking of ways to expand your kingdom, then you don't have it in you. You don't have the fire in you that's going to be necessary to propel you out from where you are right now. It's a simple fact. I stare at the ceiling every night thinking of new ways, new things I can do, new ways I can make things more efficient, quicker. Dial back the systems, refine everything, refine every aspect of my life to be the most efficient I can be. And you sleep at night like a baby. While you're sleeping at night like a baby, multimillionaires, people who have beaten every aspect of life, people who have completed the game of life at such a young age, are staring at the ceiling, wondering how they can be better. And you're sleeping at night like a baby. Does that sound like it makes sense? Does that make sense in your head? Because if it does, I don't know what to do with you. You're helpless. It's pretty simple. The next one is you're permanently distracted. you're distracted. You don't know what you're doing with your life. You don't actually have time to use your brain to put anything else in this video into your day-to-day routine to make yourself more effective, more competitive in the world, because not only the masculine arm, but the entire world in general is competitive. Money is competitive. You're taking money from someone always. This is a life lesson for you. If you're making money, there's no such thing as making money. There's only taking money. You can't make money. Only person who can make money is the government. And are you the government? No. So you can only take money from people. That's all you can do. Every business is taking money from someone because they want something. That's what a business is. That's what money is. And if you're not doing it, you're distracted. You're distracted with TikTok. You're all scrolling. Look at how many hours you scroll a day. Today, right now, pause this video, go to your home screen, go to your settings, and go see how many hours you spent on those apps today. Scrolling, doing nothing with your time. Watching brain rot. Making yourself dumber by the minute. And I'm human. Sometimes I scroll. Sometimes I do scroll. Even though I'm an elite specimen of human being and I've beaten every aspect of life, I still scroll sometimes. This is true. But you guys waste so much of your day on it. And you guys have normal jobs, so you don't even have that much time to waste. So it really baffles me how you spend the minuscule amount of time you have while having a normal 9 to 5 job or whatever time you work scrolling. Or sports. You watch sports. As if that team affects your life in any metric. Where I come from, football, college football especially, is one of the most important things, one of the most popular things. Now maybe it's Maybe it's an unpopular opinion of mine, but I think sports are one of the biggest wastes of time in this world, especially college sports. Professional sports even more so. At least professional sports are more of a business model. So sports especially, sports piss me off. I got a bone to pick with sports. You waste your time watching sports. You waste your time. You have a normal job. You don't have much of this. You waste your time watching sports. And then you waste your money that you make at that normal job, whatever you make, $15, $20 an hour, betting on those sports and losing the money. Normally, most people I see losing money. And what's the best that happens? They win, you get to cheer and be drunk. Maybe make $70 off your parlay. Fucking dweebs, that's what that is. If you watch any sports, you can enjoy some sports. You can enjoy good sports. I don't know what qualifies as a good sport nowadays. Racing. Racing's a fun sport, I guess. Racing's a good sport. You can enjoy it. But people let it consume their lives, and it's disgusting. If I drive past and I see you have a sports flag hanging in your yard, whether it's me, a chick I'm with, anybody I know, we go, gay, fag. A, it's because we know you're broke. Because we see the house you live in. We see the house that the flags are in front of. And the rocks and all the stupid little shit you guys have. Sports are probably the biggest waste of time. Unless you're playing them, and unless you're making an absurd amount of money from them, sports are the biggest waste of time for the average person. And if you're trying to get rich, cut that shit out. Enjoy it one day of the week. That's it. You can enjoy it one day of the week. That's what I'm limiting you to. If you want to make money and you're serious about improving your life and improving yourself as a man and as a person, in all metrics of human existence, cut sports out immediately. Cut the scrolling down. You don't have to do it completely because comfort is important, I guess, to normal people. Not everyone can be a machine. I completely understand it. You should be, but most people can't. I understand it. You gotta waste a little time. So, do sports 1 day a week. No more, otherwise you're gay. Don't do that shit. And scroll your TikTok and Instagram down a little bit. Just a little bit. Or at very least, turn off the brain rot. Like, I don't even know some of the videos that come out nowadays. Some of the videos that pop up on my feed for like the 1 hour a month I scroll. They're insane. I don't even know how people consume them. But at least replace it with some educational content. At least get your feed going in the right metric. That's really it. The only last thing you guys are permanently distracted by is women. This goes for the men. Most of you don't have a life together enough to add a woman to it. Most of you guys are broke, working a dead-end job, getting drunk on the weekends with your friends, going out and partying, doing drugs, not remembering where you were the night before. And again, I'm not saying don't enjoy your life. Just have a little bit of fire inside you. Gain some of that fire inside you. Which you don't have to. There's always been men. There's always been two different classes of men. There's always been the men who do nothing with their lives. They sit in their mom's basement. They live with their parents forever and they don't help anything. They're just losers and everyone around them hates them. And then there's that man that wants to build something. There's a man that has that fire inside of them to chase something no matter what. There's the men that crave comfort, and there's the people that crave comfort. And then there's the people that are going to either make all the money in the world and achieve their goals completely, whether it be money or power or not anything, or they're going to be on a beach and they're going to have some stories. Like, at least I'll die with some stories. Even if it all goes to shit, I'll sit on a beach with a bottle of rum. A couple of hot chicks. I don't care. At least I'll have stories. At least I won't sit with the knowing that I was comfortable every day. This wasn't planned, but one of the other things that keep the poor and make you progressively poorer by the minute is comfort. Especially if you're trying to build the life you want, if you're trying to build your dreams, if you're trying to achieve your goals, comfort. Comfort is the worst possible thing for a man trying to grow. It is the worst thing ever. Be uncomfortable. Overextend yourself and then make yourself have to finish up on that promise. Say you're going to do something when you have no idea what you're doing. Force yourself into that uncomfortability. Force yourself to get out there to do things you never thought you were going to do. Force yourself. Move out of that town. Do what you need to do to get yourself out of that little comfort zone. Because being comfortable and being stagnant is basically death. Being stagnant is death. Or worse, because you're living, but you're dead. At least you're dead, you can't do anything about it. If you're just sitting there stagnant and accepting your life for what it is, you're dead. You see it all the time. The man's sitting there, he's unhappy with his wife, he's unhappy with his kids are ungrateful little shits. That's a dead man. That man is dead. Or gay. Either one. He's dead or gay. It's as simple as that. And unless you do something about it, unless you change your life, unless you start to actually give a shit, you're gonna stay broke. And the rich are gonna keep getting richer, which I'm fine with. But I would much more prefer to help some people that were in the same exact place that I was. The same place that I was. Get to where I am now. I want to make you rich. I want to help you. But I can't do it all. I can motivate you a little bit. I can give you some help. I can teach you how money works, how you need to be, what body language you need to have, what mindset you need to have, how to invest, how to start a business. I can teach you all of this. But it never starts unless you do. It will never ever come to fruition. Nothing will ever happen in your life unless you do it. Because nobody cares as much as you're going to have to care in order to change. Nobody cared about me. Nobody cared what I was doing. Most people resented me for what I was doing. And guess what? All them motherfuckers are still broke. All of them are still broke. Every single last one of them. And I'm sitting here. So that'll wrap it up for the day. Hopefully you learned something here. Hopefully you learned something throughout this video. Hopefully you apply something to your life that helps you get to the next level and the next level after that. And if you are serious about upping your life and upping your game, I have my private network, which is the Inner Circle, which will get you in touch with multimillionaires around the world. This is an international secret society. My own personal network. Or, if you aren't ready to join the Inner Circle, then join the Brotherhood. Sometimes it's hard. You have no one around you. You're lost. You have nothing. No one's there to guide you. You have no brothers. You have no one who's willing to go through that fire with you. And that's what we want inside the Brotherhood. We want some people. We want men who are willing to go through the fire with each other. Share the wins. Share the losses. And this won't be open forever. The first, I think it's the first 200. Only the first 200 with inside the Brotherhood will have access to join the Inner Circle. And even then it's an application. Very, very small percentage of you that show that you're worthy, that show that you're doing the courses, that show your wins, that show you're actually achieving something in life will be able to join the Inner Circle. And you'll have to achieve something to enjoy the Inner Circle because it's not free. Nothing good in life is free. Nothing that will propel you to new heights is free. And it never will be. That's why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Because the rich have money to open opportunities, to open doors, to make connections. It's not free to network in real life or in the digital space. And here you have the opportunity to do both. You can network in the digital space and the real life space. Because if you join the Brotherhood and you do the work and you do get rich, which hopefully you do, we will do everything you can, everything we can to make you a success, to make you rich, to make you the man you've always wanted to become. You'll get personal access to me. You'll get personal access to Noel. You'll get personal access to all the other multi-millionaire professors that we have on the way that are starting up their courses and their classes within the Brotherhood. And you'll get in-person meetups. Within the next coming months and next coming years, the Inner Circle is having more meetups and more in-person events than we've ever hosted in the past. Normally we get together a couple times a year, discuss business plans, discuss how everything's going, see where the market's headed, see where there's places to make money, where there's room to expand our empire, our domain. And you get access to that. So join the Brotherhood, and I'll see you all next time.